Once upon a time, in the hot, sandy land of Egypt, there were huge structures called pyramids. They looked like big pointy mountains and were very old. These pyramids held many secrets from long ago. Imagine them as big treasure chests waiting for someone to open them. Let's go on a special adventure to see these ancient pyramids and discover what's hidden inside. But wait, do you think the pyramids were built by humans? Or maybe aliens helped? Tell us in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notifications for upcoming videos. The Great Pyramid. Now, let's start our adventure with the biggest pyramid of them all, the Great Pyramid of Giza. Inside this massive structure are special rooms that are like big caves. They're called the King's Chamber and the Queen's Chamber. We're not exactly sure why they built these rooms, but it's really interesting to think about. The big pyramids in Egypt are super old and famous. They're the only ones left from a list of special buildings made a long time ago. People have been scratching their heads trying to figure out how they were made. The pharaohs, who were like ancient kings, ordered these pyramids to be built. There are three main ones in a place called Giza, each made for a different pharaoh: Khufu, Khafre, and Menkore. Around the big pyramids, there are smaller ones too. These were probably for the pharaoh's wives or other important folks. The pyramids were part of a big area that had temples and a long, raised road called a causeway. Experts think they used the causeway to bring stuff to the pyramids, and maybe even the pharaoh's body. The shape of the pyramid is like a triangle, pointed at the top. It's supposed to look like the sun because the Egyptians believed the sun god would help the pharaoh go up to the sky after he died. Even though we've learned a bunch about the pyramids, there's still a lot we're not sure about. Scientists are still arguing about how the Egyptians managed to build such big things with the tools they had back then. Today, they have to deal with pollution and people living nearby, but groups are trying to keep them safe so everyone can enjoy them for a long time. Inside the Great Pyramid of Giza, the King's Chamber and the Queen's Chamber are like big rooms carved out of stone. Some people think they were meant for important ceremonies, while others believe they were fancy bedrooms for kings and queens. But what do you think these chambers were used for? Do you think they served a ceremonial purpose, or were they luxurious resting places fit for royalty? The past. Now, let's meet some special detectives called archaeologists. They're like modern-day super sleuths, using their brains and curiosity to solve mysteries from long, long ago. With their hard work, they dig up old stuff like ancient toys and words carved into rocks. It's like opening up a really cool storybook about the past. These archaeologists are like time travelers, journeying back thousands of years to learn about the people who lived before us. With their shovels and brushes, they carefully uncover ancient treasures buried beneath the earth. Each artifact they find is like a piece of a puzzle, helping us understand how ancient civilizations lived, worked, and played. So, let's give a big cheer to these amazing archaeologists who help us to see the secrets of the past. Let's think about the story of Nikola Tesla, a really smart person who was very interested in the pyramids. He thought these old buildings had secrets about natural energies, just like the things he was working on with electricity. Isn't it cool to imagine a connection between Tesla's ideas and the mysteries of the pyramids? It's like a spark that makes us want to learn more and see what's possible. Out in the endless desert, people have all sorts of ideas about what the secret rooms in the pyramids were used for. Some say they were fancy bedrooms for kings and queens, while others think they were special places for important ceremonies. And guess what? Some people even say aliens might have had something to do with it. Isn't that crazy? Long ago, people told stories about hidden tunnels and rooms under the pyramids. They passed these stories down from one generation to the next, like a big secret waiting to be uncovered. The Bent Pyramid. Let's explore the Bent Pyramid, a unique pyramid in ancient Egypt that looks different from most others. This pyramid is special because it doesn't have straight sides like the typical pyramids we often think of. Instead, its sides start to slant in more sharply partway up. There are a few ideas about why it's shaped this way. Some people think the builders made a mistake and had to change the angle to make sure the pyramid stayed stable. Others believe the builders were trying out new building methods. The bent pyramid is interesting because it shows how the designs of pyramids changed over time and helps us learn about ancient building techniques. Why was the bent pyramid built in such a unique shape? Tell us in the comments. Abdullah al-Mamun's legendary discovery. Now, let's travel back in time to the 9th century and meet a guy named Abdullah al-Mamun. One day, he decided to explore a pyramid. Maybe the Pyramid of Menkaure. Legend says he found secret rooms full of treasures. But there's a twist. There's no real proof he found them. The only thing we know for sure is that he made a small passage that doesn't go anywhere. This story got people thinking. Maybe there are more hidden rooms waiting to be found. Scientists are using fancy technology to scan the pyramids and see if there are any secret spots we missed. Shafts and their mysterious jobs. Now, let's talk about something inside the Great Pyramid called shafts. These are like long, narrow tunnels that stretch from the big rooms inside the pyramid to the outside. They might have helped move air inside the pyramid to keep it fresh. But there's also a more magical idea about them. Some people think they were meant to be special paths. The ancient Egyptians believed that when a pharaoh died, their spirit went up to live with the stars. So maybe these shafts were built to help the pharaoh's spirit go up to the sky after they died. This shows how the Egyptians were clever with building and also how important their beliefs were in the way they built things. Star connections. The shafts inside the Great Pyramid point directly at certain stars, which makes some people think they were used for looking at the sky or helping to align the pyramid with the stars. This suggests that the Egyptians might have used these shafts to connect with the heavens, perhaps believing it helped the pharaoh's spirit reach the afterlife. This idea shows how smart the ancient Egyptians were. They understood astronomy well enough to use it in building huge pyramids. The true purpose of these shafts is still a big mystery that excites both archaeologists and historians. Every new clue they find helps us learn a little more about how ancient people used their knowledge of the stars in their incredible buildings. Thanks for watching our video about the secrets of the pyramids. We talked about some really cool stuff, like secret rooms, and how the pyramids might have lined up with the stars. What do you think about all this? Do you think the pyramids were built just for the pharaohs? Or was there something more magical about them? Let us know what you think in the comments. If you liked our video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon so you don't miss our next video. We've got more amazing stories and mysteries to share with you soon, and we'll see you next time.